Joining me today is the current interim, and I hate to say interim, one featherweight champion on March 1st. He looks to unify his belt against and get revenge, more importantly, against Kai Tang. He is Tan Lee. How's it going today, Tan?
Doing great. Yeah, definitely looking to get my belt back. I'm holding this little spot filler and I don't like it.
Yeah, and I noticed that today during the press conference when you guys did the face-off. You kind of put that belt to the side. It wasn't really involved in the face-off. Was that something that you did on your own to kind of motivate yourself to like focus in on what that belt was across from you, or is that just something that
Yeah, it's not
out of
it's
respect?
no, it's just the point. It's not my belt. I want my belt back. He's got it in his hand, so I got to go get it from him.
That really stood out to me. I was like, oh shit, like, I don't know if anyone else picked up on that, but I saw the belt go to the side and kind of gave me like a little flashback to like Justin Gaethje when he won. He kind of threw that thing across the cage because it just
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
you kind of mentioned it's a placeholder for the time being. Let's fix that on Friday.
For
This
sure.
fight was
It's
originally scheduled to go down last July. Tang gets injured. You come out and you face Ilya Fermenov, and you pull off what I can only describe as a Ryan Hall 50-50 instructional. Heel hook a minute into it. He could cut that, paste it, and sell another 20 DVDs of it. Was there anything that surprised you in that fight?
I was surprised that he shot, to be honest with you. Yeah, and the way, my martial arts is built now and the confidence and the skills that I have in those different areas, like I don't really want to wrestle much, man. I'll come in, I'll strike hard, I'll do my things on the feet, and if you want to take me down, we'll just go right down to the ground and to my second best spot and be able to grapple there. And yeah, I hope it did sell Ryan a few more DVDs. It's a little payback for helping me out all these years, and we've had a good friendship and a good coach student relationship, I guess you could say, and it's been awesome to have him in the corner. And it was a cool little payback to be like, hey, you know that's your move. That's what you're best, literally the best on the planet at, and I'm glad I could do a little something in the ring for you.
Yeah, and we're now 18 months removed. Um, you've had a bit of time. Say that to kind of prepare for this one. You did the whole camp. He gets injured. You fight Ilya. Now you're back again, full camp again. Has there been any key changes you made in this one, or is it kind of just focusing on like what maybe you slipped up on in the first one?
Yeah, I think it was that second piece. It's business as usual. When business as usual is improving and constantly trying to build skills and filling in the gaps that you have in your game, camp doesn't really change from out of camp. It doesn't change from camp to camp. It's just always the goal. And then obviously when you're trying to improve and then you get a name and you know who that name is, now we're starting to kind of select the right tools for the job and making sure that those things are molded well with the other tools that go hand in hand in trying to defeat this guy. So I think it's just making sure they mesh well together, making sure they're very, very sharp. We're obviously focused on fixing the things that went wrong for us, the bad decisions, the perfect storm that kind of played out in his favor. So yeah, it's the fight's going to look completely different than it did last time. Win or lose, you're going to see such a better performance from my side of things, and I hope we see a very good performance on his side of things, so I can go out there and beat the best version of Tang Kai that exists.
And one word that you kind of mentioned was decision. This is the first time you've even gone to a decision, yet alone like your amateur career, pro career, exhibition via like tough or anything. First time, and he has that one in that column there. Safe to say we're leaving judges out of this one.
Yeah, no question, man. That's some bullshit. I did what I've done 14, 17, like I don't know, close to 30 fights. Actually probably over. And no decisions, amateur and pro. And that was the first one. That's not happening again, man. There's no possible way we're letting that happen. So yeah, we got round 6 coming since that's unfinished business. And I don't see this going past round 1 or 2, to be honest with you.
Training with the likes of your brother Vin, and of course, as I mentioned, Ryan Hall at 50-50. Probably one of the best things to come out of Tough. The connection between the two of you there.
For sure. It's been like a really nice meld of the teams that I work with, right? We've added some new pieces recently, but it's really been phenomenal. My team back at home is Mid City MMA with Sean Gayton. He's been my coach from day one. Trying to walk into the gym and fight at 170 with no experience in grappling, wrestling, or punching at all. It's ridiculous. But he saved my life there, and we ended up, working together. Obviously, you mentioned Vin. lifelong partner in crime. And then Ryan, met him on the show. That's been a phenomenal relationship, trying to help him out a little bit in the striking area. He's improved my games in striking, grappling, in every aspect. That's been phenomenal. We've, been training with a buddy of ours, Corey Sandhagen, who fights in the UFC, and that's an excellent piece, having his mind and his outlook, and the way he approaches the game with his team. And yeah, even this camp, I made a trip back to TriStar and worked with Coach Faraz Zahabi and his brother Eamon and the guys up there, and that's been phenomenal. I've got input from a really good friend and Greg Jackson, a good mentor there, on styles and approaches and techniques and things like that when I went and spent time at Greg Jackson. So it's we've been around, and it's great relationships from the teams that we've trained with and the guys that we've met along the way. And I think that's the key, is making sure that you go with what got you to the dance, and you add the things that make it even better. And then that I think is kind of like the complete circle that really has brought out the best of me and made me, honestly, in my opinion and a lot of people's opinion, that one of the best fighters on the planet. And I'll die behind that.
Yeah, I try not to be one sided on things, but you can't disagree with that one. Definitely one of the best on the planet, and it kind of leads me to the next one too. There's only one undefeated member in MMA, and that's Father Time. You kind of hinted at it. You're 38. I don't want to use the R word, but we're nearing the end of it.
Oh, don't be shy. When's retirement coming? Who knows, man? When I see a lost step, I've gotten better camp to camp. I've gotten better past injuries. I've gotten better with age, smarter, more experienced. The speed's not going anywhere. The power's definitely not going anywhere. I don't know what to tell you. When some of that goes away, I'll easily make the decision to retire. I don't have to do this. I got plenty of ways to make a living and provide for the family and have fun and follow passions. And I don't have to do this. I'll just do it because I really, really love it. I like beating people up, and I'm really good at it. And then, when that starts to give, I won't hesitate to take a foot out this game. But it just hasn't happened yet, so I don't know what to tell you.
That's been one of the things too, because 11 years in, like, I think one of the big issues you see is the weight cutting is one thing that leads to it, because you're at a different weight class. You're at your natural weight class because of one's cutting policy. But 11 years in though, has there been anything that you haven't accomplished yet that you just want that check mark on?
I mean, it's I think it's all about me, and it's not really about, quote unquote, like traditional accomplishments. I think it's really as long as the passion's there and I'm finding new challenges every day to really like fulfill me as a man, as a human, I think that's very important. And I could, maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and that's gardening, and that's the thing that I do. But for now, and martial arts is and will always be, it seems like, in my life, and that's always given me challenges every single day. That's why I think martial arts is literally the best thing in the world. And then it provides for my family, which is obviously number one on the list for anything. That comes before anything. So that's doing a decent job of providing for my family as well. So I think the next steps for me are providing a better life for my family. So what's if we're not looking past Tang, and I haven't really put much thought into it because I'm so focused on getting my belt back, but the next things that we're focused on is just bigger and better challenges, and then bigger and better paychecks, because that's at this point in a lot of people's career, and definitely mine, is like the goal in life. I'm as good of a fighter and a martial artist I'm 10 times the dad and 10 times the husband than I am a martial artist and a fighter. So that always comes first. So whatever's going to help me move in that direction is where I'm going, baby.
And touching kind of on that too, being a dad, father, son, brother, the whole shebang. There's one thing that all fighters share, and it's not only just the love for competing. It's sacrificing. You sacrifice your time, relationships, your body, your health. What's one advice that you would give to like, the next generation of fighters? No, especially since you are cornering people and training people as well, for other fighters who are just now starting their journey.
Yeah, it's a long, hard road, man. You have to love it. That's what's made it, quote unquote, easy for me. Nothing's easy in this game, but that's nothing in life's going to be easy. Everything's hard. It just you gotta choose your heart. I've heard that somewhere. I don't know where, so somebody else is going to get credit for that quote, but I don't know who give it to. But you've just got to choose your heart. Either the pain of sacrifice and giving up the quick fixes to really get ultimate goals, or you're gonna feel the pain of regret, and that's even tougher. So you've just gotta make sure that those sacrifices are worth it, and you're following your passion, and you're giving it your all to be that. And if they work together, which it seems in my life it's fit like that, and it fit like that for a lot of people, is those things go hand in hand. I get to follow something that makes me happy every day, something that challenges me every day. I get to provide for my family. This thing that I'm chasing also makes me a better father, brother, son, husband. Man, it's just, that's why I love martial arts so much. It gives you everything.
Nice. Then, last question for me. For the fans who somehow may have not seen you fight yet, again, 11 years. I mean, you figure from tough onwards is probably a little more accessible because you went from there to LFA and all that. Explain to someone who has never seen you why they should tune in this Friday for ONE166 on Amazon Prime.
Man, I don't know if you've heard of Dim Mak, you guys, but that's what I got. If I touch you cleanly, it's over. I put people down quick, and it doesn't take many punches. So if you're looking for a lot of back and forth action, I'm not your guy. I'm the assassin. I'll walk in, you let me touch you, the fight's over. It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be quick. There will be no decision. We're doing round 6 because that unfinished business is going to start back up Friday, and I don't see it going past 1 or 2 rounds.
Fantastic. And I'm going to pass the mic to you because besides the people in the gym with you, you have support, be it, sponsors, the wife, kids, friends, family. They're here to kind of help you when shit gets tough. I'm going to pass the mic
Yeah.
to you to kind of give them the roses that they deserve. Mike's all yours.
Man, yeah, how much time you got, right? I mentioned the teammates and the teams that I've worked with, and I won't touch on those guys again, but they know who they are, and it's been everything. But obviously the wife and the family, my daughter, my son, like those, that's everything. That's the rocks. That's what you use to jump from challenge to challenge, that support you, that keep you afloat. Because I don't do this on my own. I couldn't possibly do this on my own. And without my team here this week, I wouldn't be doing this interview with you. I just couldn't make it happen. So definitely shout out to the fam, the wifey, the mom, dad, daughter, son, like all that. That's me and entire or my world. But definitely I'll shout out some of my food sponsors for sure. They saved me this camp. Paya Seasoning, man, back home. Those are my guys. Mega Fit Meals this time also helped me out with camp. Those guys have really made it easy. I got my meals out here for fight week, and that's been really cool. And then HKA, they always give me the best gear. Thank you guys. I'll cut it short. I'll leave it at that. And yeah, the teams, the fam, the help. We appreciate it all.
Awesome. And Payo's on my radar when I was doing my research for you because I'm a big spice guy. So
Oh, you got to. They've got a new seasoning coming too. It's like a little mild heat. I like the hotter stuff, but it's they got crab boil. It's down home New Orleans shit. You got to check it out.
yeah, you can't see it, but over here is all hot sauces. I mean, there's one right
Oh, okay. Okay, you got to try Poirier stuff too. That stuff's good.
I have all 3 in the cabinet. Waiting
Nice.
for a 4th one. But
Okay.
Friday, March 1st, you get revenge against Kai Tang or Tang Kai. I always mixed up the Asian names. 166 Amazon Prime. Best of skill. No confetti. Snowman Angel this time probably because you're I think one of the first 2 title fights.
Yeah, they put the main event second to last, which was weird this time. But we're still the main event. We're just not going to get any confetti. It's real weird.
So, we'll have to say that for later. But best skill. Look forward to watching it. Have a good one.
Thank you. You have a good one.